Pete Wild in second place. And Pete Wild, as I said, has finished second in each of the previous rounds, and that's the position he's holding there at the moment. An experienced rider, Pete Wild, usually goes well in these 250 and 350 British Championships, the ACU Star Series. Around Craner Curves, down through Hollywood again now, and these two pulling out a little bit of a gap from the pursuers, but number 17, Pete Wild, is the man who we think may just get through and win this particular race. Under Starkey's Bridge they go, and they're on lap number 4. The leader, though, still out in front, a little bit of a front wheel wobble there as he squirted the power on, changing down through the gearbox now. Around McLean safely for number 15, the race leader, Alex Bedford. Number 17 and number 5 and 4 closing up in very close company. In fact, we're going to change here, have we indeed? Number 5 has slipped through on the inside. Kim Barker is through ahead now of Pete Wild, and Pete Wild is relegated to 3rd place. And he is the man favourite for the championship. I wonder, Phil, has he got problems? Because he keeps looking over his shoulder. Well,
it looks like it. I mean, for suddenly Kim Barker to come up there into second place, incredible. You know, especially as the machine looks a bit unstable.
That's second and third. Number 5, Barker, and number 17, Pete Wild. And number 4, Kevin Mitchell, holding on to 4th position. Down now, they've completed 4 laps of this 10-lap race, and Pete Wild closing again now on number 5, Kim Barker. An attempt here, perhaps. He's closing, again looking over his shoulder, certainly making sure he knows exactly where everyone is in this race. The leader, still number 15, but this is the battle now for 2nd and 3rd place between the 18-year-old Kim Barker from Lincoln and number 17, 21-year-old Peter Wild from Chesterfield in Derbyshire. Under Starkey's Bridge they go now on lap number 5, but the leader out in front, number 15, Alex Bedford from Burton-on-Trent. Around McLean safely on the 5th circuit. Second is still Barker, third is number 17 Wild, and number 4 Kevin Mitchell is in 4th place. But around Coppice now for the 5th time for the race leader, number 15 Alex Bedford, who in actual fact has finished 3rd in the 1st round, didn't score in the 2nd round, so he has a total of 10 points in the championship. So 15 today would be very handy for him and hoist him possibly to the top of the championship table. Prize money is excellent in this particular race for these young riders. The winner of each particular round gets £500, and it goes right down to 15th place, who gets £10. And that's half distance completed for number 15, the race leader. 5 laps completed, and he really is pulling out a race, a lead. Alex Bedford, of course, is an experienced rider, and there's number 5 and 17. 5, Kim Barker from Lincoln, and number 17, Pete Wild, and again looking over his shoulder again, keeping an eye out, I would think, possibly for our friend Kevin Mitchell.
Obviously, he's in a bit of trouble, I'd say, and obviously worried that he's being caught up. But these machines are so equal, there's not a lot they can do, really, to pull out a lead or pull up on the lead. As out of most corners, they're flat out and redlining it through all the gears. The only real way, Peter, for them to pull a bit back is leaving the braking very late.
And of course they're absolutely standard tyres as well, aren't they, which makes a big difference.
Oh sure, you can't, as you see, crank the machines as far over as the Grand Prix machines are cranked over on slick tyres, and they do wobble a bit too.
They do indeed, and it's still Kim Barker, though, holding off number 17, Pete Wild, 2nd and 3rd place in this race, and they're on now lap number 6 of the 10-lap race. But Alex Bedford still out in front with quite a lead. But a dice here now, and is number 17, Pete Wild, having a go back. He does indeed, and as Phil said, right on cue for Pete Wild there. It was the braking there that got him back up into 2nd place, ahead of number 5, Kim Barker. And number 13, lucky for some, they say, number 13, that's Paul Barker from Lincoln, just overshot, and he rejoins the circuit, no problem at all for him. Obviously not a spill, just a little bit of over-exuberance perhaps, and he just overshot one of the corners. And of course, one of the things about the Donnington area, the Donnington Park circuit, if they do run out of road, there's a lot of grass for them to go on, so it's a very safe circuit and a very popular circuit as far as the riders are concerned. But Pete Wild has got back up into 2nd place, but Kim Barker's having a go at him, but Pete Wild just accelerates a little bit quicker and holds on to his 2nd place. But number 5 really is on the limit. under Starkey's Bridge. Into McLean's corner, and it's still 17-5. Pete Wilde in second place, and the number 5, Kim Barker, third. Around McLean's, using all the road. In fact, Pete Wilde using a little bit more, and number 5 really trying now, Kim Barker, to come up on the inside, but I think Pete Wilde has just held it. No, he hasn't. And number 5 has now retaken second place, but Pete Wilde is coming back, is he? This is where he got through last time. I braked him coming down to the chicane, and he's making his move now, I think, possibly just to pull out of the strip, the streamlining. He's taking the outside line this time, trying to outbrake him, but I think Kim Barker, number 5, may just hold it here, will he? Yes, he does. Number 17, Pete Wilde, trying a different tactic that time.
Well, clever move that, Peter, by Kim Barker. He knew that he was passed up the inside. He took the inside line to block the way through,
which actually threw him a little bit wide as he came out of the chicane, because he was up onto the side of the circuit. So Barker still leads from Wilde for second and third places, but Pete Wilde, has he got it back here with a tighter line? No, Kim Barker just not chops him, but certainly makes sure he stays in that second place.